Hi, it's time once again for coffee, crafting, and cats with the Ginger Cat Lady. I'm Pam, and Harley, well, he is currently sleeping in the box of haul items that I'm about to show you. So I received some packages today, so I thought I'd do a really quick haul video. So this will be a little bit different than my normal videos. I got a package from Jay at Lovely's Crafting Lodge. I also got a package from Lindy and another one from Sarah. So we're going to start out with my package from Sarah. So first up are these really cute little stamps from Tim Holtz, and they are called December Doodles. And there's just a bunch of really cute little like Santa and words and stuff that'll be fun to add to my Christmas books. I also got this set from her that is called Watercolor Trees, that also has a bunch of little sentiments and a splatter stamp. I love me a splatter stamp. And then these are so fun. I cannot wait to use these. This is called the Snarky Cat Christmas, and these will definitely be going in my Christmas books. They're cats, what can I say? And then I got a bunch of lace and stuff from her. This first package is a bunch of little doilies. I bought these because I wanted them for my vintage journals. We won't see any of these in my regular journals. There's a bunch of fun little doilies and lace pieces and that kind of stuff. Fun stuff. Then I also have 2 bags full of lace from Sarah as well. That is a lot of fun. I'm trying to grab them. I originally talked when I was doing this, and then it didn't work for some reason, so I'm doing a voiceover. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. These are little word labels that she had made that I originally thought they were stamped on there. I didn't realize that they were actually sewn on there. So they were machine stitched on there, and I've got kind, grateful, and memories, and those are really cool. And then there was also some little bags of words that have been printed on fabric, and there's a bunch of different kinds that came in that pack. So this first pack was called, which one was that? It was Childhood Word. And I thought they might have been like stickers, but I think on the back of it is just that kind of material that I think it's called stabilizer or something that you put on the back of fabric to make it a little bit stiffer. But we've got childhood words. We have some words that are garden words, some words that are summer words. There's some spring words, some more garden words, a set that's called Lift Your Spirits that has been inked on, which is really cool because that shows that I can actually ink on them. I'll show you that one here in a minute, and it just adds a really cool extra dimension to it. There it is right there with the inking on it. And then the last one I got was bird word titles. Yeah, you guys know my love of birds, so that might be in a Happy Mail to someone because I don't like And if you notice, we have a little friend joining us. He did wake up out of my haul box, which is good because I wanted to be able to show everything to you. These are some more laces that I got from Sarah. Oh, and Harley has decided to help with the lace, so we need to take him elsewhere. All right. So this is just a bunch of little lace scraps that I wanted to get. I didn't have very much lace, and all of the lace that you buy from Amazon comes in such big amounts, and I don't always want that much of it. So it's nice to be able to buy from sellers like this that you can get just little scraps of lace that you can pick and choose from and be able to snip little pieces off and not have to worry about it. That last one looked like it came from a slip, which I had never thought to do. So I'm going to start checking in the thrift stores in that section of the store to look at slips and those kinds of things. But just a bunch of really fun, different kinds of lace that I can add to either put on some spools with my other lace, or some of it's just little pieces of lace that I can just stick in a little jar of lace scraps and be able to pull out what I need whenever I'm working on my journals. Most of this won't go, actually probably none of this will go into my Christmas books because lace just doesn't seem to go as well with the Christmassy little golden books. So that was one bag of lace, and then this other one has a lot of ribbons and stuff in it too. This one's pretty cool because it has the ribbon that runs through it. And I'm not a big, huge fan of purple, but as you can see there, the ribbon can be replaced. So I can pull that out and use whatever kind of ribbon I want in it, which is fantastic. So here's another lace. I was talking about this one, or actually a trim, not a lace. I had trim like this that was bigger on my jeans when I was little. And I think they were daisies. And I think they were white with like a yellow circle in the middle of them or something, but it was my fave. I thought they were so cool. So just a few more laces and some ribbons. That one's really cool. There was some crochet. This one I absolutely love, some crochet lace. I love me some crochet lace. Just some more scraps that we have there. And then another one that has the lace in the middle of, or the ribbon in the middle of it, and a bunch of more lace or ribbon extra pieces and stuff. So that was all my stuff from Sarah. Next up is everything that I got from Jay over at Lovely's Crafting Lodge. If you don't know about her, make sure you check the link in the description box below. She does sales almost every Friday, and she's got some really cool stuff. The first batch of stuff that I have from Lovely is actually from Paint Girly, Lori at Paint Girly. She is one of Lovely's vendors, and she has some really cool stuff. So does Jay, but Paint Girly's got some other things that Jay doesn't sell. This first one is a bag of scraps, and wait until you see all of the fabric scraps that I pull out of this little bag. I had actually purchased 2 of these from Lovely before, and I was so in love with them that when she brought it up again, I had to get another one because they are just so cool. Look at all of that came out of that little tiny bag. So now I'm going to add them to the jar with all of the other ones that I got from her. This is the jar that I have. And that jar right there is your standard size ball jar, like the bigger standard size ball jar. This ball jar is humongo, and it is chock full of all of those fabulous scraps of fabric. I can't wait to use those in my journals. Great for clusters, great for just adding little spots in there where you don't want to trim it off a piece of fabric. And in that jar, I'll probably stick some of those other little loose fabrics or laces in there that I got from Sarah. Next up are some little round playing cards that came from Paint Girly also via Lovely. If I can get into the package, that one was giving me some fits. But these are pretty cool because they're playing cards that are round. Those will be cool on a page. My favorite one's coming up, that one right there. Absolutely love that pink one, but I'm a definite Paint Girly, so Harley, if you can tell, is over there having a heyday with my lace. Here's some more cards, like playing cards and that kind of thing from Paint Girly. I love this vintage one. It is so cute. So we'll see those coming up in some journals. Not in my Christmas journals because none of those are Christmassy. And then this last item from Paint Girly is a little kit that has some fabrics and stuff in it. And originally I was looking at it thinking, oh, this is kind of vintagey looking, so we probably won't have it in any of these Christmas journals, that I'll have to make like a separate Christmas journal, because I do have some vintage paper that I was going to make like a separate journal from. But once I got it torn apart and started looking, I was like, oh, I can use this. This ribbon is glued on there, and then the whole thing is stuck, so I kind of need to figure out, because I really like the bigger piece of ribbon to use in a journal, so I'll have to figure out how to get that whole thing apart. I'm not quite sure, but it's some wired ribbon. And then look at this little guy. He is definitely going to go into one of my little golden book journals. Then there's this really pretty lace that is on there. I love the way she packages stuff. It's just so cool. And then once I started looking at these are little scraps of fabric, and I thought they would make really cool ruffles to add to my journal. So we will definitely be seeing some of those in my little golden books that we're working on. And then these are just some old vintage tags, like gift tags that can be used in journals as well. So that was all from Paint Girly via Jay at Love Willie's Crafting Lodge. And next up is all the wonderful, yummy stuff I got from Jay. Jay makes some of the coolest papers, and I got a bunch more of her. These are actually like cards that she has dyed. That one has the gold Christmas tree on it. I already have some green that has that Christmas tree on that I love. So that's fantastic. And then I noticed as I was kind of going through them that there was also another Christmas or another card design, and then 2 different sizes of cards with the plain card. And then she sent me some wonderful blue paper. I had asked her about it, and she had some. These are going to look fantastic in some of my journals that have the bluer colors in it. Harley's trying to help there again. Yeah, not being so helpful. And then this last batch is some really yummy grungy paper that is some like letter paper that you would use for like sending your Christmas letter on. And it's got this really cute little boy and girl under the tree that she dyed. I have some that hasn't been dyed, and I've kind of been struggling with using it, so I think maybe I'll figure out a way to dye it. I also got some little golden books from Jay that are more school related, because I do little golden books for teachers and for school too. So those will go into that, and we'll see some journals from that eventually. And then there's a bunch of just like Christmas themed ephemera. These playing cards are really cool because on the front of the card, it has that wreath pattern, but on the back, it has all of the little images are like Christmas stuff. So there's trees and little penguins that are sledding and fun stuff like that. Those were some napkins that we can decoupage and add to the journals. These are some little bags, like treat bags. And there's some more here. There's these little elves with the tree, and then some that are little dinosaurs with a gift. Those are too cute. And then next up are some not gift cards, but like Christmas cards and envelopes. And then these are some pages from a Mary Engelbreit book that Jay made into like a wallet type pocket. So those will be fun inside my journals. Can't wait to use those. They're so cute. And then this next little set are some papers that are just like little notepads. And there's a bunch of this blue one that's like making a list, the pink with the candy on it. And then this last one's really cute. It's the checking it twice. And then down at the bottom is all of the naughty and nice stuff. So really cute. And then these are envelopes that you can fold. And it's a really light blue, like a really, really light blue with some snowflakes in it. So those will look cool in those books that have a lot more blue in them too. So excited about those as well. So that's the last of my stuff from Jay. So let me get this stuff out of the way and finish fighting with Harley's tail. And then we will get my big humongo box out from Lindy. Oh, and then there was also this little ruffle that Jay made and included in my box for free. I love me some stuff from Jay. All right, next up is my huge box of stuff I got from Lindy. To start off with these really cute little reindeer that are going to look so cute in my Rudolph books. This little tray was adorable. I thought it would be cute to set on my table and put just like little things that I'm working on just to corral the little items from the kitchen. This is a little hot pad that I thought was cute because it had some little ginger kitties down there at the bottom. So cute to put my coffee cup on my table. These are some little vintage safety pins that were used for like laundry tags, and there's a whole bunch of them. So those will be fun to use in my journals. Don't know what I'm going to do with that big honkin' metal piece afterwards, but the safety pins will be really cool in journals to attach like fabric and stuff to a page. And then some really cool fabric that I got from Lindy that'll make a cool journal cover eventually. This was some paper that she had started making like a little waterfall type thing out of. And I don't know that I'm going to keep it as a waterfall. I'll probably just use it as pages to put in a future journal. But there was a bunch of really pretty papers, so I had to get that one. Just had to, you know? These are some vintage playing cards. Look how cool those are. I love all that vintage grunge color on them. And then there's a bunch that are NASCAR playing cards. My husband is a NASCAR fan. And some vintage Sorry playing cards as well. So those will all be fun in future journals. And then these, I got 3 different bags of old old slide projector like type slides that I can't wait to use these. Those will be cool to put like a piece of scrapbook paper in the middle and then add some stickers and make some really cool ephemera for Christmas and for other journals as well. So I'm looking forward to using those. Some buttons to add to my button collection. There's some red and green ones that I can use for my Christmas books, and then some other ones that I can just add to my stack. Some ribbons that are Christmassy. I love that red and gold one. And then these are some butterflies that are made out of like stretchy nylon, almost like nylon material that, you know, the nylons you used to wear. And then these are some rusty tags that Lindy had made. They're really heavy, but there was 2 of those. Another butterfly. That one's a really big one. And then this is just some like playing money from a game that's really fun to use inside of a journal. I think I'll use these in like my teacher journals, but that's fun to be able to like do some journaling on the back of the money. Cool journaling spots. And some more papers. These are little envelopes that Lindy had made. And then there's just that little piece there that can be used as a journaling space. And then next up, we have some Christmas tags. I love these, and I love the crinkly ribbon up at the top. I need to figure out how to do that. I think it's seam binding or something. I'm not sure, but I need to learn that because it looks so cool. Just gives it more character than a piece of ribbon that's just flopping there, you know? But these are really cool Christmas tags that will end up in my Christmas little golden books, of course. These little stickers or not stickers, stamps, are like gift stamps, like what you used to get from the gas station. So those will be fun. Sorry, my fan was on because my computer had been sitting on my desk and it was overheating. So I'd put the fan down on my desk and it was trying to blow everything away. But there's also in that bag, there were some vintage bus tickets. And there's 2 different kinds. There's a bunch of these like grayish ones. And then there's some that are these yellow bus tickets. So those are really cool. And then these are some vintage flashcards that'll be fun to have as a journaling spot in a book. Nice, big, huge, long ones. So those will be fun to journal on, lots of journaling space on them. These are some old French books, and I looked to see, but I couldn't, when I was looking at them, I couldn't find on there a date for them. It has all of the like publisher's information and that kind of stuff, but it doesn't have a date. So I'm not sure how old these are. I do know they're at least vintage because they have been around for a while. You can tell by the color on the books. But I got 2 of those books, so those will be fun to use in journals. This is the coolest little book. It's got a bunch of really yummy ledger papers, and I like that on the back of the ledger paper is a grid paper. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use that for, but it is mine to keep and use for something. I'm really excited about it. It's just so lovely and grungy. And the cover is thick, really thick. It's like thick chipboard or something. And then the spine is just, it looks like it might be like some bookbinding tape or maybe even some duct tape. I'm not sure what it is, but nice sturdy little book that's fun to use. And then inside that book was some little papers that are little like labels and stuff that can be used inside a journal as well. Almost down to the bottom of my Lindy box, but there's still some more really cool stuff in here. Bunch of Newsweek journals, bunch. These were all from 1946. Most of them were from July. There's one in here that's dated July 15th, which it's that one right there that was dated July 15th, which is the day before my birthday, many years before my birthday. And then there's some in there from November and December. So I can't wait to look through those and see if there's like some little ads and stuff that are Christmas related in that December one that I can use. And then the last item in the box is this yummy Martha Stewart pad of Christmas paper. So I think we'll be looking through that and going in and replacing some of the ugly papers that I had that I was using because I couldn't find anything else. So you will see these in some of my after dark lives where I'm working on my journals. So that'll be fun too. And there's really cool tags in here too that can be used in. So, yep, we will definitely see these coming out in my after dark. So that wraps up today's haul, and my stash has definitely gotten a little bit bigger. If you had fun rummaging through these goodies with me, stick around for tomorrow. I'll be working on another library card for the Altered Library Card Weekly Challenge for Pam over at Silver and Sparkles. In the meantime, make sure you check out the videos that I've got linked on the screen. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next crafty adventure. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you spending part of your day with me. And, as always, may your scraps be endless and your glue never dry. See you in the next one. Bye.